Hey. Here I again with another video, and yes, finally I bring you the long-awaited second part of Kageyama is a model woo. First of all, I would appreciate if you could stay until the end of the video, since there is an important announcement about the channel and about me, since there will be some changes in all this. Second, thank you very much for the already 1,000 subscribers. Sincerely, I never expected to have so much support from so many people for the video I make. So I was thinking of doing a special, and I wanted to know what you have, and the idea that is the most liked will the one that I will use for the special. Yes. Anyway, with nothing more to say, I'll leave you with the video. This is happening in real life. 2 weeks later. Since it became known to everyone on the team that Kageyama is a model, things have changed a bit. At the end of practice, Kageyama and Hinata usually took the opportunity to go home together. But now they hardly all left. A van came to look for Kageyama so that he could prepare for a section of photos, interviews or meetings for upcoming events, etc. So clearly their time together boiled down to practices and school. At first it wasn't something that affected Hinata a lot, because he understood what his boyfriend was doing. But today I hoped it was deferential. They will wonder why, because today was 6 months since they began their relationship. They didn't see much of each other at school, but Hinata hoped the black-haired would remember that date once they met at practice. But it was not like that. The blue-eyed acted as if nothing had happened, so that discouraged and disconcerted the orange-eyed. At the break, Sugawara decided to get closer to Hinata, as he had noticed his mood in practice. Hey Hinata, everything in order? I noticed you are very discouraged. Oh, Suga-san, alright. Are you sure? Hinata, you know you can count on me for anything. Hinata sighed and looked at Sugawara. It may be something silly, but, since Kageyama is a model, our time together is less and less, and well, I thought that maybe even if it is he would remember that today we completed 6 months of dating. Oh no Hinata, it's not silly at all. What you feel is normal, but maybe he forgot because his schedule is so tight and he must be stressed out with all this from school, volleyball, your relationship and now modeling. Yes. It's true, you're right, I should try to understand. Yes, of course, also if there is something you do not feel comfortable with, you should talk about it with him. Do you understand? Yes. Thank you Suga-san. There's nothing to do, Hinata. Thanks to the talk he had, Hinata felt better and was able to continue practicing as he normally did without any other inconvenience. After finishing practice and changing, Hinata went as fast as possible to catch up with his boyfriend, who was walking calmly to the exit. Kageyama. Huh? Oh hi. Is something wrong? Well, can we talk? Sure, tell me. I don't know if you remember, but before the ginger could continue speaking, a pickup's horn sounded, drawing the attention of both boys. Shit, they came looking for me, I have to go. Do you think we keep talking later? As much as he wanted to refuse, he would not. It was better to wait until the boy had nothing to do, right? Oh. Yes, no problem, I'll wait haha. Kageyama made a half smile and kissed Hinata's cheek quickly before saying goodbye. I love you, see you. Yes. See you. Hinata sighed watching the other boy go. Once at home, Hinata, somewhat discouraged, went to the living room, finding his mother and sister sitting watching TV. Shoyo. Honey, come, check this out, it's Kageyama. Somewhat confused, Hinata went to where they were and could see how his boyfriend was sitting with headphones in his ears and looking at another person. It was an interview on a radio. Hinata sat attentive to what was happening. And here we are with the young model Kageyama Obio, who at his young age achieved great popularity in the modeling industry in a short time. Tell us Obio, how do you feel? I think fine. I mean, this is all new to me, so I don't know how to feel. Oh, don't worry, it's understandable. Well, the studio took the time to compile some of your work. Would you mind if we showed it? Oh no, it's okay. After that, some photos of magazine covers and photo shoots began to appear. My body with me, but me Wow. Tobio is quite a model. Kageyama just gave a nervous laugh and nodded slightly. Well, as always on Twitter, viewers and listeners put questions for the guests, so what if we start reading them at once? Sure, it sounds good. The questions were quite normal, and sometimes the model's answers made the interviewer laugh. Oh. We have an interesting one. Is our star model in a relationship? Oh well, no, I am not currently in a relationship. But is there someone on your mind, right? The interviewer asked in a tone that made the model blush slightly. Well, yes, there is someone, definitely. You heard, ladies and gentlemen, someone already has Tobio's heart, so he's not free. Kageyama smiled slightly and nodded at this. The interview was over and the ginger was in his room, disappointed and somewhat angry. Why didn't you say that you are in a relationship? It was the question that hovered in Hinata's mind. What if the black-haired did not consider that they were a couple? That is, they both knew that they liked each other, they went out together and even kissed. Was what they had nothing to Kageyama? How dare he? He had done his best to understand it for nothing. In between his thoughts his cell phone rang, and seeing who it was simply made his anger rise. The notification with the big nickname Kags on it. He decided to ignore it, did not want to answer.
My God, I'm so lonely, so I open the window to hear sounds.
After a while of being with his cell phone, Hinata received a message. Hey Hinata. Me and Yaki are going out for a walk. Do you want to come? He thought about it for a moment. Maybe it would be good to clear up and forget everything for a moment, so he decided to answer. Hi Yamaguchi, of course. Where do we meet? Do you know that private garden called Bellaris? Oh yes I do. Well, there we will meet. Yaki knows a cafeteria there. Okay, I'll be there. Good. See you. Hinata got out of bed and went to the bathroom to take a shower. Once ready, he looked in the mirror and gave a somewhat sad sigh but tried to smile. He left home without first saying goodbye to his mother and sister to start heading to the agreed place. When he arrived, he saw that Yamaguchi and Yaki had not yet arrived, so he simply stood there waiting for them. About 20 minutes had passed and they did not arrive. So somewhat disoriented, he took his cell phone in. Before he wrote a message to Yamaguchi, he sent him one. Behind you. Hinata looked puzzled at the message, but heated, bumping into someone. But it was neither Yaki or Yamaguchi. It was Kageyama. Hinata's expression totally changed. What was he doing here? What are you doing here? Wow, you really are mad. And what did you expect? That I threw me into your arms like stupid after? Hinata stopped immediately. It would be useless if he argued about it. He had been the one who confused everything. After what? After I tried to protect you from crazy fans? What are you talking about? Wait, did you think I said I wasn't in a relationship because I was just playing with you or shit like that? Hinata just kept quiet, giving Kageyama the answer he expected. Do you really think that I, someone with so many anger problems, confidence and more shit, would play with the feelings of the first person who motivates him? Well, now that you put it that way, it makes me feel stupid. It's because you are, Boke Hinata. Of course not. And I'm still mad at you. Oh yeah, it's because I didn't remember that we've been dating for 6 months. Rather, you're the one who doesn't remember, Boke. I remember perfectly. It's the 20th of this month. Boke, today is 19/0/20. What? Aha, look. Kageyama showed him today's date on his cell phone. Indeed, it was 19. Hinata giggled nervously. I'm sorry? Kageyama smirked as he shook his head. I won't forgive you until you give me a kiss. Do you know how difficult it is to go a whole day without you kissing me? Hinata smiled and threw himself into his boyfriend's arms to kiss him. Am I already forgiven? MMH, I don't know, if you give me another kiss maybe I'll think about it. They both laughed softly to bring their lips together again in a beautiful kiss. Hey, hear me again. First of all, did you like the video? I hope so. Second, thanks for staying until this part of the video. Now yes, well, when I started the channel I was not clear about many things in my life and I just wanted to distract myself from everything that happens around me. Thanks to the support I have been receiving from you, it made me think about many things. As I already said, 2020 was the worst year of my life, but it was also the one when I was finally able to find out a little about who I am. Wow, even though I'm not saying it in front of a camera, it's hard enough for me to say it. And I'm thankful that you can't looking at me now because I'm crying. I think someone is more or less expecting it, I don't know, but the thing is that I, Kiru's wife, is no longer and will never be, Kiru's wife, Kiru's husband, is what am I? Yes, I'm honest with myself and I'm a trans boy, and I'm telling you this to suddenly get scared to see that I'll change the name of the channel and some other things, but I won't delete my previous videos. So that's not inconvenient. I think, that's it. I hope you can understand it and thank you very much for always being with me. Say goodbye, Kiru's husband.